Did you think that walking more automatically meant staying healthier after 70? It might come as a surprise, but many doctors now suggest that walking shouldn't be the only thing we rely on to stay strong and well in old age. In fact, if walking is your main form of movement and you're doing less of everything else, your body could slowly start to weaken in unexpected ways. In this video, we're going to explore 5 essential movements and habits that experts now say are even more important than walking. These are simple, doable changes that don't require heavy equipment or fancy routines, but they target the parts of your body that walking alone doesn't reach. Things like strength, balance, posture, and breath, all of which become more important with every passing year. Stick around until the end, because these tips may not only protect your health, but also help you move more confidently, avoid injury, and feel more in control of your body than you have in years. The goal isn't to stop walking altogether. The goal is to walk smarter and support your body in the ways it actually needs most. Now let's get started. Number 1. Light strength building movements. One of the most important things you can do for your body after 70, maybe even more than walking, is light strength training. That's because as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. It's not just about being strong enough to lift something heavy. It's about preserving the strength you need to do the basic things. Getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, even climbing a step. Walking is good for your heart and your legs, but it doesn't do enough to keep your upper body and core strong. And if those muscles weaken, it affects everything. Your posture suffers, your balance gets worse, and everyday movements become harder than they used to be. What doctors are finding now is that seniors who include even a little resistance work in their routines, just a few minutes a day, see noticeable improvements in their mobility, stability, and confidence. And you don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. You can use light dumbbells, resistance bands, soup cans, or even your own body weight. For example, gentle bicep curls with light weights can help you keep your arms strong enough to carry things. Seated leg lifts can help your thighs stay firm and stable. Wall push-ups are easy on the joints but surprisingly effective. And if you've never tried it, standing up from a chair slowly, then sitting back down and repeating, works your legs better than most people realize. Let's take Robert, age 75. For years, his morning walk was his only form of exercise. But over time, he noticed he was getting slower, and his arms felt weaker. At his doctor's advice, he started doing simple resistance movements 3 times a week using resistance bands. Within a few months, he was standing up more easily, climbing stairs with more confidence, and even sleeping better. The walk stayed in his routine, but they stopped being the only thing he relied on. Strength building helps more than just your muscles. It supports your joints. It improves your metabolism. It even sharpens your focus. And the best part is, you don't need a lot to make a difference. Just a few minutes a day done consistently can help you move through life with more stability and ease. So if you've been depending on walking alone to keep you active, it may be time to add something more. Light strength training might just be the missing piece, and it could help you stay independent, upright, and stronger for years to come. Number 2. Simple daily balance exercises. After 70, one of the most overlooked but absolutely critical things to focus on is balance. Because here's what doctors are seeing more and more. It's not illness or disease that sends many older adults to the hospital. It's a fall. And often, those falls happen because while walking might keep your legs active, it doesn't do much to train your ability to stay upright when the ground beneath you changes or when your body shifts unexpectedly. Balance is a skill, and like any skill, it needs practice. The good news, it doesn't require hours of effort. In fact, just a few minutes a day of focused, simple balance work can dramatically lower your risk of falling and improve your confidence in everything you do. You might think, well, I walk every day. Doesn't that mean my balance is fine? Not necessarily. Walking is repetitive. It builds endurance, but it doesn't teach your body how to adjust mid-movement, how to correct itself when you stumble, or how to stay centered on uneven surfaces. Doctors now recommend basic daily movements that challenge your balance in small, controlled ways. Standing on one foot while holding on to the back of a chair. Slowly shifting your weight side to side. Practicing heel-to-toe walking in a straight line. These exercises gently wake up the stabilizing muscles in your hips, ankles, and core. The ones that protect you when your footing isn't perfect. Consider Sheila, age 78. She used to walk a mile a day, but noticed she was feeling a little shaky getting in and out of the shower. Her doctor suggested a few simple balance drills she could do right in her bedroom. After just a few weeks, she felt more steady getting dressed, more confident climbing stairs, and less nervous walking in crowded places where footing can be unpredictable. Balance training also helps sharpen your brain. It requires focus, coordination, and body awareness. All things that tend to fade if we don't use them. And unlike walking, which uses large muscle groups in a predictable rhythm, balance work keeps your nervous system alert and engaged. You don't have to stop walking. But if that's all you're doing, you may be missing a key part of what your body truly needs. 5 minutes of balance training a day could mean fewer falls, fewer injuries, and more independence. And if you ask most people over 70, independence is one of the most valuable things we have. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any video. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, breathing and posture awareness. For many older adults, breathing becomes something we take for granted until we realize we've been doing it too shallowly for far too long. And when you combine that with poor posture, something surprising happens. You start feeling more tired, more sluggish, and more uncomfortable throughout the day, without knowing why. Walking, while helpful for the heart and legs, often reinforces poor posture habits, especially if you're looking down or slouching as you move. That's why more doctors are now urging seniors to intentionally focus on posture and breath as a daily routine, not just an afterthought. When you sit upright and breathe deeply, you're not just improving oxygen flow. You're helping your lungs expand, your spine align, and your organs function more efficiently. It also reduces strain on your back, neck, and shoulders. And more importantly, it gives you energy. Think of it like this. If your body is folded in on itself, everything gets compressed. Your lungs, your stomach, your joints. Over time, this limits your movement and even affects your digestion and circulation. But just a few minutes of conscious breathing and gentle posture work each day can start to reverse that. For instance, try this. Sit up tall in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands on your lap. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Now, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, gently lifting your chest. Hold for a moment. Then exhale softly through your mouth for a count of 6, allowing your shoulders to drop. Do that 5 times. It's simple, but it resets your nervous system, calms your heart, and recenters your body. Or think about James, 80, who spent years hunched over a desk. After retirement, he noticed that he was breathing in short bursts and often felt dizzy when standing up too fast. His physical therapist gave him just one assignment: daily posture alignment paired with breathing. After a few weeks, not only did his energy improve, he said his mood lifted too. "I feel like my chest has space again," he said. "Like I can take in more of life." It's not about perfection. It's about awareness. Every time you catch yourself slouching and straighten up, you're giving your spine and your lungs a second chance. Every deep breath you take is a reminder that you are still in control of how your body feels and function. So, while walking gets your legs moving, posture and breath get your whole system working together. And at this age, that kind of alignment, physical and emotional, is worth practicing every single day. Number 4. Short, functional daily movements. Walking is a good base, but if you're not practicing the kinds of movements you actually need in daily life, like getting up from a chair, reaching overhead, or turning to look behind you, your body may start forgetting how to do them smooth. Doctors now emphasize the importance of functional movements, short, practical actions that mimic what you do every day and help you keep doing them well. Think about how often you sit and stand throughout the day, or how often you need to reach for something in a cupboard, or pivot to grab a coat off the back seat. These motions aren't fancy. They're basic, but if you stop practicing them, they stop feeling natural. And when that happens, injuries become more likely. Not because of big accidents, but because of little things your body is no longer ready for. Walking doesn't train those motions. It works your legs, sure, but it moves your body forward in one straight line. Life, however, isn't a straight line. Life requires bending, turning, reaching, lifting. And the more you practice those kinds of movements, the more capable and confident you'll feel doing them, especially when no one's around to help. Doctors are now recommending movement snacks, little 5-minute routines throughout the day that focus on these exact skills. Try standing up and sitting down from a firm chair 10 times without using your hands. Or practice reaching both arms straight up and holding for a count of 5. You can even gently twist side to side while seated, waking up your spine and keeping your torso flexible. Take Lorraine, age 73. She always walked her dog daily, but began noticing she was having trouble getting up from her low couch and reaching the top shelf in her kitchen. Her physical therapist didn't cut back her walking, but instead added 3 minutes of functional movement practice to her day. Within a few weeks, she was moving through her home with ease again, and that made all the difference. Functional movement helps protect your independence. It's not about looking athletic. It's about keeping your life easy and fluid. Being able to squat, twist, and lift safely means fewer calls for help, fewer moments of frustration, and more pride in being able to handle your day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Gentle seated or floor-based exercises. By the time you reach your 70s or 80s, the risk of overstraining your joints, tiring out your heart, or throwing off your balance becomes very real, even during something as simple as a walk. That's why many doctors now encourage incorporating more seated or floor-based movements into your routine. These low-impact exercises can help build strength, improve circulation, and increase flexibility without putting unnecessary stress on your body. You might be surprised how effective these kinds of exercises can be. Just because you're sitting or lying down doesn't mean you're not working. In fact, seated exercises can target specific muscle groups more directly, especially when it comes to your arms, shoulders, and core. They also reduce the fear of falling, which means you can relax and focus on moving correctly and consistently. Think about this. Seated leg extensions can help strengthen your quadriceps, which are essential for standing up and walking safely. Seated marches get your blood flowing and gently engage your hip flexors. If you're lying down, gentle bridges, where you lift your hips off the ground, help activate your glutes and back. You can even do side leg lifts while lying on your bed, supporting your hip stability without any pressure on your knees. Many people assume that exercise has to be standing, fast, or sweaty to count. But as we age, the smarter choice is to do what's safe, sustainable, and tailored to what your body actually needs. Seated routines or floor routines can be done daily, sometimes even twice a day, and they help maintain your range of motion, reduce stiffness, and keep your body engaged without pushing it too far. Think of Harold, age 82. After a minor fall, he was hesitant to go on his usual walks. But instead of stopping movement altogether, his physical therapist gave him a simple routine he could do from his recliner, 10 minutes a day, every morning. Over time, his leg strength returned, his confidence grew, and eventually he was back to walking, but now with better balance and less fear. These kinds of exercises also offer a different kind of benefit. They help you reconnect with your body in a slower, more mindful way. You notice your breath. You feel your muscles work. And for many seniors, that gentle awareness creates a sense of control and calm that's just as important as physical strength. So while walking will always have its place, it shouldn't be the whole picture. Especially after 70, your body deserves a more rounded approach, one that honors safety, builds strength, and keeps you moving without wearing you down. And sometimes, sitting down to exercise is the wisest move you can make. Final thoughts. At this stage of life, doing more isn't always the answer. Doing what's right for your body is. And if all you've been told is just walk more, it's time to look deeper. Because walking alone won't protect your balance. It won't strengthen your core. It won't keep your joints flexible or your posture upright. That takes intention. That takes variety. And most of all, that takes the kind of wisdom you only gain with age. Think about the 5 things we talked about today. Strength training, balance work, posture, breathing, functional movement, and safe seated routines. Each one targets a part of your body that needs attention now, not later. And the best part is, they don't take hours. Just a few minutes a day can help you move better, feel more confident, and avoid the kind of injuries that take away independence. You don't have to stop walking. But if it's the only thing you're doing, you might be leaving too much on the table. Give your body more of what it actually needs. And you may be surprised how much better you feel, how steadier you move, and how much stronger you become. Not just in your legs, but in your life. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.